Hi everyone, my name is Ashrita Padmini. Welcome to my channel. This is my first one. So maybe if you see my thumbnail, if you haven't seen my thumbnail, just go and check it. Maybe you may get doubt that why I kept that life between love and divorce. Actually, we should keep that life between marriage and divorce, but there is a close relationship between love and divorce, because in on earth almost during from uh, uh, 3 or 4 centuries, almost there are 95% love marriages, and maybe 5% maybe from arranged marriages. So in this video, I want to tell about the value of love and also the value of marriage, and why we tie the knot, and many of the unsuccessful relationships. Because I just making this video because I have seen so many that type of situations in my life, maybe in my close friend families, in my own families, in my favorite crushes. So just I want to get that what is the proper meaning of a love, tying the knot and just breaking the knot. So let's start about our lives, human life. So we don't know that how first human came into on earth. So some may tell that God has created the first human, maybe as a male and a female, and God gave all the mindset, all the thinking, all the power, so that they both got a love last, and they just married and they just start producing biologically, and like that humans have been evolved. And some says that a human has came from a homo sapien species, which means a type of monkey. And some tells that from amoeba to man it has been evolved. So in any way human has came to earth like in two forms, a male and a female, like, right? In almost on earth, almost 90% male will be attracted towards female, and females will be attracted towards male. Maybe some will be there, male will be attracted to male, female will be attracted to female, because of their hormone imbalances. So we have to respect them. So I'm not talking about that type of relations, or how they attract. That I'm not talking about the law of attraction. I'm just telling about that what is the meaning of a love. And after love we just start seeing a person in that own way, and we just forces them, or they forces us to commit to commit to commit that some type of commitments, and we just tie the knot, and we just go through that relation for some years. And after that we think that slowly small fights will come into that relations, and after that they just break up. In after marriage they just take the divorce. So that's not the point, that's not the correct point. Nobody knows that why they take the divorce. If they be asked by anyone, they said that it's my personal, I don't want to say that. What happens in their own personal life we don't know, but some may tell that she's not able to adjust with me, or I am not able to adjust with her. Her world is different, my world is different. So in this situation, only one thing I can say, that nobody is perfect on this world. Nobody can be of same attitudes. If they are same attitudes, God will not create them. If you have believe on God, or even science can also cannot create the same type of behaviors in humans. So because no one in this world is perfect, no, they should become perfect. Yeah, right. if really in a relationship, if you saw one girl and you may think that you will say to your friends or hey man, she's so nice, I think she's the right person for me, and you just talk with her, you just travel with her some days, and you will just call her on date, and you both will go to some places solely, and just you share your experiences, everything, and after some days you starts to like each other, and that like will sometimes may changes into lust, and that lust changes into love. So you may think that that lust is changed, it has love, and you just convince your parents and you just tie the knot, and you will be so nice for some days, because you are so happy that your life partner is understanded you so well, and you also understand, you also get to understand her so well. So you just keep family goals, and you just produce biological, that is a common one in the world, because it is the only way to uh, increase our species and production, right? Human production, human evolvement. But after some days we get children, and we would be so happy, but after getting the children, after having children, at certain age, maybe the children may be 5 or 6, we just fell into the small fights, because maybe that because of children of our or our parents, or because they just say one thing, and your wife or your husband says one thing, and you may can't decide what is right and what is wrong, and you just accidentally fell into that type of fights. And even that is only small fights, you don't try to solve that problems, and you may think that oh no, I made a mistake, so I should not marry him, he is not right for me, she is not right for me, and you both tell that I want to take divorce, I want to move on, I don't want, you are not the right person for me, or maybe I'm not the right person for you. You are so selfish, you can't, you are not able to see our children correctly. We just hell with the fights, and we just take the divorce, and we just start living separately again, and our children, they don't, maybe they will be small and they don't know that why dad is not coming to our home, or why mom is not coming to home. Slowly they understood that, they will understand that they are living separately, so they will ask why mom is not coming, my dad is coming. We just skip that type of conversations, because we can't say them, because they are small. After some days they get to know that yeah, they both divorced, they are living separately, and again we will fall into another type of relations, and again we get love with someone, and we tell that I have children, I have wife, or I have husband, we just took the divorce, and we are just living separately, and you start to tell all your personal feelings, personal emotions, all your personal things to them, and even they too just start attracting towards you, and again you will be married, right? And you will only in some cases only second marriages or will be successful, right? And again everything will be fine. You will think that maybe she is not right person, this girl is right person for me, this boy is right person for me, and we just start again the new relationship. Even our children will start to accept them as their stepmothers and stepfathers, and they will feel that yeah, no, it's just a common, even our parents are doing, so why let's don't take it as serious, right? Even you don't feel that children are not taking it as serious, but those who don't take it as serious, that means they have very great impact about your relations, because you may think that how they get that type of impact on their lives, because even every person from infant to adult, they will just get some type of stages, right? Infant, child, kid, Means infant means just like a baby, maybe from first day to day 1 to day 10, day 20, day 75, day 100, like that, 12 months, 1 year, 2 years, like that, and they at certain age they will get teenage, right? Adolescent means it is the time where he or she gets hormone changes. There only girls will mature, and boys get mistakes and everything, right? They will get some type of nice physique for boys, and girls will get some changes in her body. Maybe sometimes she just feels so overwhelmed, and she gets periods every month. That is the first stage in her life and in his life, right? And they accidentally get attracted towards opposite sexes, and even they also feel that type of love, right? And they don't even care that we have to care this relation, and we have to make our bond strong. Because if they just feel that even our parents are not following that strict bonds, why the hell we should follow? If he don't cares me, or I don't cares me, we just move on, and they will just be on like that type of relations. So one thing we have to remember that whatever we commit, our children also commit that only. Because they just get that type of feeling that our parents made that type of mistakes. So it's a common thing, but it is not the common thing. Remember that always the first love is the precious love, most precious love. Because love is that not just a feeling, it's something, emotion, right? We can't control our so many emotions. Can we control anger? Can we control our cry? No. If we feel sad, we just cry, because we have to remove that type of feeling from, and we just think about, and we just want someone to be back, to be side of us, and we just hug them and we just cry, right? Maybe at the time of adolescence, children won't be so openly with their parents, because that is that type of situation, like that they can't say what they are having, because even they don't know what that type of feelings are, right? And they just care about that wise, they will just attracted to opposite sex, and they just start sharing that everything, right? So when we are failed in relations, then why our children won't fail in that relations? They will. So you may think that what is the disadvantage? There is no disadvantage, but there is a lot of impact on them. Maybe at some point, at some time, if he or she sees her father with her stepmother, they are very lovingly and they are very caring, but they feel that why if my mom is in my stepmother's place, they would be so nice. I just miss my mom, I just miss my dad. They feel like that because that blood relation is a blood relation, right? That DNA, that everything will be on between your ex and you. Everyone in this world is not perfect. I told you so many times, right? In this time, this is maybe a fourth time I'm saying, perfection not comes by birth. We are not perfect by birth. We should make everything perfect. If you really struggling with small fights, you have to tell him or her that, just tell that why these little fights. It is common in our life. We have to just get rid of them, and we have to see our children care, because they are our lives. They are the byproduct of us both. We have to make them happier, not by sad. Okay, even though they don't feel sad in front of you, but at one day, if they are lonely sitting in their room, they just cry. Oh, why my parents are not being together? Why they are apart? Why? What had happened? What had happened back of me? They were so lovingly in front of me, but what had happened in back of me, why they got divorced and why they got just separated. Why don't they understand each other, and why they don't rebounded again? If they will be together, it will be so nice. I would be so happy. I would be so lucky. Everyone will feel that. Every child will feel at one time, because that situation will come everyone. That is 100% proved, because no one in this world is can't be lonely, right? If you really think that she is not perfect for me, or he is not perfect for me, then you have to make them perfect, or you should become perfect to them. If you once start to being perfect to them, caring to them, or loving them, then immediately they will change, and they will just attract towards you, and they will just think that, oh, my wife is becoming perfect and she is doing everything for me, my husband is doing everything for me, why the hell I should also change. And you both will come to an understanding, and your bond will be so perfect, right? Everyone thinks that my girlfriend or my boyfriend has same taste in coffee, and even I have same taste in coffee. If you really have same taste in coffee, that means you are not boyfriend and girlfriend, or your wife and husband, because you will be just like a friends. That's why marriage is not one type of friendship. It's just type of a bond relationship which cannot be defined. It is precious in the world. Marriage is the precious in the world. That's why even my parents and everyone says that marriages are made in heaven. Really, marriage is something which unites the two worlds and bring the new world to them, right? If you really have one type of taste in coffee, and your husband or your wife has another taste of in coffee, you should both implement that two tasters to make a new coffee, right? Because I am telling this coffee example, because our life and coffee's life are very closely related, because we all love coffee. No one live without coffee a day, because someone say, I will get headache if I won't drink coffee. And even your first date, you will just tell that girl or boy, don't we meet on coffee tomorrow, right? Coffee is the most precious one. So you have to make yourself perfect day by day. In that perfection, you have to take your life partner with you. You should convince them. If they started to hate you, you have to tell that I am sorry. If they really hurted because of you, so you have to say, I am sorry, I don't know why I'm becoming like this, I need your help. You have to be always with me, you have to always be by side. You already promised me, and I already promised you on that day when our big day has happened. Marriage is the big day in everyone's life. It won't come in lifetime again and again, right? When we just see our bridegroom or our bride at the first time in their marriage dress, it will be so nice. We just cry, because they are so beautiful, they are so handsome, and they feel that we really feel that they are the right person for us. But after some years, we only feel that they are not right for us. No one is right for us or right for anyone. We have to make them right. If they are wrong, you have to make them right. You have to judge them if they do mistake, and you have to appreciate them if they do good, right? You have to judge them not in just like yelling at him or screaming at them or growling at them. You have to tell them slowly that you should not do this, you can do like this, right? You have to always support them. That's it. Your job is to give infinite love to her or him, and care them, judge them, and also support them, and until your last breath you have to love them. Because once you've fallen in love with them, that is the only way we can. Because without any life partner, a man cannot live on the earth. You may be saying that so many are leaving one at their homes, right? But at during their deathbed, they feel that type of loneliness without husband or without wife or without children. They just go solitarily, right? Marriage is not just for producing biologically, it is only the way to keep ourselves motivated and inspired and stronger day by day. Our life partners will always give strength to us. Even if they can't, we should give them, right? Actually, I have example. I have seen someone in my life. I don't want to tell them name and their profession, but I want to tell them they are the public figure, right? They had so many number of fans. So he already married 2 times. So but he ended with that relationship, and at maybe at 2006 or 2007, at that time he fallen in love with another girl. She is also a public figure. They both liked each other, they both loved each other, and everyone thought that this relationship will going to be very perfect. And with his second, as he has already 2 children, that even that 2 children also accepted this new girl as their mother. They were so happy. They had a little baby. They were so happy, and it became 6 years. And after 6 years, when that little baby was 6, they just divorced. Everyone was surprised. Well, why the hell they just broke up? Why? They are the so beautiful couple. In social media, everyone used to save their wedding pictures, because they are the public figure. They have innumerable fans. Even maybe they are not so big in in that profession, but they became great with their skills. But everyone was so sad. They were so disappointed by their divorce. Maybe even up to now, nobody knows that why the hell they just divorced. But one thing I can say, that it is because of misunderstanding. With misunderstanding, we cannot achieve anything, right? If we really misunderstood our life partner, we should ask them why you have. If they really committed any mistake, we have to ask them why you did, right? You have to tell me, right? And you have to judge them. And also you have to tell that don't do this next time, I will always be with you. You don't need to be scared, right? If you really misunderstood, you have to try to understood, because there is a opposite to misunderstood is understood, right? If you really misunderstood a person, you at the same time you have to understand them, because life, this is a life, this is one life, right? We have to enjoy everything. That means it does not means we have to change our life partners. We can't change our life partners, right? Life partner, that means they are the one who takes half of our life. They will always be our back. They always support us. They never feel bad. They always support us, not only in front of us, even in front of their family members too. They never disrespect you. If really they disrespected you, that means you had committed something mistake which they are not able to forgive you. If really they didn't forgive you, you have to try hard to. That means they should forgive. Until you have to work hard until they forgive you. If you really don't want to say sorry, then just go and kiss them. That is the only way, right? Just if you really made a mistake and they are not accepting your sorry, and even you don't want to say sorry, right? Even you have that some type of ego, but in lust there is no ego, right? Only hormones. In that type of feelings will be there. So you just go If she is so angry on you, just you go and kiss her. Kiss her until she forgives you, and until she kiss you, until she kiss you, right? Just make their brain empty for some time, and they saw, and then just say that, if you don't want to say sorry, then just say that I love you. In that after, like that. Or if you are just bored of your relationships, and even you are not feeling right and they are not right, if you really don't want to take her to that parties like that, then take her on a date, right? Why don't you both just go on a ferry, right? And if you really don't want to kiss her, then why don't you hug her? If you really don't want to eat her food what she made, then why don't you just you make the food, or you just order the food from the restaurant, you both can uh, eat it. If you really don't want to spend time with her family, why don't you just take her only to with somewhere, uh, or if you really don't want to talk to her, then why don't you text her? uh, there's something, right? If you really don't want to uh, uh, walk with her or sit beside her, then why don't you bath with her? There are so many ways we can just show our love, or we just shower our love on them. Because maybe even if you are divorced, right? If you are divorced and you don't want to marry again, and now you are feeling so lonely, and you are just thinking that you made a mistake, you just realize it that you made a mistake, and you want to restart again your life. So if he or she is your ex, right? Your ex-wife or ex-husband is single now, even now he is single, even today he is single or she is single, just call her and say, I want to talk to her, if I want to talk with you. Or if she or he didn't pick up the call, so just text them that I want to talk to you. Even if they didn't reply, then just go to their home and just tell that I want to talk to you. Then please can you come with me for coffee shop tomorrow, right? I already said coffee is very related to our lives. And just say them that I'm sorry, I made a mistake, right? I should not be harsh on you. It's me, that's not you, so I'm really sorry, please forgive me. You have to say that, right? If you say sorry really with love, they will definitely accept your love. They will forgive you. And tell them that why don't we just restart our life, why don't we just do dating for some days. You just leave to your offices or to your profession for some days, and just relax and just get out of this stupid technical world, and you both just go again and just restart, and don't recollect your old memories, because in that there may be so many bad memories, right? Only recollect your good memories. And then now you just promise to each other that you will never do that type of mistakes again, and you can remarry again. Or if you don't want to remarry, then you just to be as a partners, like it will be so nice, like a Romeo and Juliet, and you just go to somewhere places like honeymoon. You can produce biologically again, and this time if they again committed any mistake, then you just judge them. And if they did anything good, not only for you and for welfare of others, then you just appreciate them. And you may just give some type of gifts to your life partners, and the only gift you can give that is a big promise that that promise is to be never be broken. If really broken that promise, that day your life will be going to end. Until the last breath in your breast, you always should love them, uh, because they love you, right? They always supports you. If you are mistake, then you say sorry. If they are mistake, you only say sorry, and definitely they will also say sorry to you, because without any your mistake you said sorry, then why the hell they won't say sorry to you? They will definitely say sorry to you, right? Misunderstandings will be there in our life, but that misunderstanding should be turned as understandings. Actually, I know one actor. He's a very good actor. So his girlfriend, uh, they were just dated not more than 6 months or something. So in one interview, she said that being his girlfriend is a nightmare. He was hurted very lot, right? But even though he's so strong now, maybe one thing you have to think that uh, no one will be light nightmares. They just try their selves to be perfect to you. If they are not perfect, then you just start to be perfect. They will automatically take part in that perfection, right? If you have some other taste in coffee and they have some other taste in coffee, then you just both make that new then you just both mix that two flavors in that coffee and make a new coffee, right? That new coffee will be so awesome. Even it is so messy, but that love will turn that messy into very pure, right? Our heart never be impure. Maybe our blood sometimes become impure, our brain sometimes become impure, but our heart never become impure. They are pure. Really, if you are broken with someone, that means your heart didn't say to break up. Only your sometimes your mind may confused in dealing with that type of situation. In that confusion, you may commit some type of mistakes. Really, I am saying, if you really divorced and even your ex is not married up to now, then just go today. Then just call them or text them or just go to their home straight and tell them, why don't we just go on a coffee shop? I just want to talk you. Please don't neglect me, and just say sorry, and then just go on a date or honeymoon or somewhere and just go on a thrilling experiences. Go to a horror movies, right? Play video games them with them and promise them that this will not happen again. If you really make this type of things again, and if you rebounded and your bond is perfect now, even your children's life will be also perfect, their relationship is also perfect. They won't make this type of silly mistakes like you, right? Even that mistakes which has happened can be corrected again in our life. That's why human has infinite power to do anything. I hope you just like this. We like this because it just I want to make sure that love and divorce, love is most important in our life, and divorce is unnecessary in our life, right? Because if he or she really makes you trouble, means they harasses you or they are a psycho, then you should give divorce at that time, not because of misunderstandings, right? I hope you understood this. I just make that someone in my life, that they will get to know this, their relation value, and they just be happy. If they are happy, and I will be happy, right? If you are happy, then your children will definitely be happy. Also remember that whatever you commit, your children will also commit that. Your impact will be there on your children. Thank you. Bye. I hope you enjoy it.